Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Player Hater Gaming channel. My name is Brandon Ross. I am your host and game master for tonight's episode of Tales of the Skytorn. I am surrounded at a virtual tabletop by some lovely friends who are here to roll dice, tell stories, and have fun. But first, let's quickly get through some announcements so we can get to the storytelling aspect. If you haven't done so, jump over to our socials. Make sure you follow us on X, Instagram, find us on TikTok and YouTube. And now, about our YouTube, it's all where you can also go to find all of our previous episodes if you want to catch up with us. Aside from those places, we also really want to make sure you guys come to our Discord. We want to see you in the Player Hater Gaming Discord to come have fun, share memes, talk life, and just chill with other community members and other D&D players. And I have something else about that, but I'll talk about that as a closing announcement because I'm going to pass it off to David for a hot second to talk about another Discord we have that, Dave, I know that you talk a lot about this, and I do, but I just want to say I really love this other Discord that we have with us. It's a great place to learn how to do so many things in D&D, and it's an incredible community. But I can't speak on it as greatly as David can. So, David, let's talk to us about that.
Yes. So, our D&D West March server, known as Ashirima, the Land of Prosperity, it is where you can go to get your D&D fix if you have it, or if you, like some of us, wanted to start playing, didn't know where to go, we will gladly teach you. Praise the dice gods, because that's all you have to really do. Because if you don't praise the dice gods, they will come in and burn you without realizing. Really. Secondly, what it really can do is you can create a character based off of our old campaign on Sundays and enjoy what we've done with the place. You are looking at, I know that we're going to be doing a winter event coming up, and I believe that there is going to be a little bit more of a dynamic city-wise as we are opening up another area to visit for a limited time. But that's for when you hop in. Now, another thing to come to realize is that if you are playing and you want to learn how to be the chaos maker, the DM, the quest master, the storyteller, if you will, we will gladly teach you as well. That is something that we actually enjoy doing. I know that I kind of learned there, really. So, by all means, hop in, make a character, go throw yourself into the chaos. There are quests and fights and other menagerie of things that they will do, and you could always have fun with it. And yeah, we'll always love to see you there.
Perfect. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. So, he hit on one of the points that I'm going to finish on, and that is the time of year. It is definitely, for many of us, is a time of holidays and giving gifts, and we decided we want to give our Discord community members a gift. So, as you know, every first Friday of the new month for our Discord subscribers, we drop some lovely content for you. Depending on your tier, you could have up from a magical item to an NPC with a stat block to include personality traits. We do a lot of the work for you. We also have a complete one-shot and a battle map. It just depends what tier subscriber you want to be at. But this month, on Monday, the first Monday of this upcoming month, we will be giving you a free homebrewed magical item, and it's a good one. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. But with all of those lovely announcements aside, let us dig in to tonight's episode of Tales of the Skytorn. Now, what we have been witness to most recently is one of our characters unfortunately fell to, I wouldn't say she succumbed to her thirst. She just lost the battle of wits with that who sired her. So I will just say that it was an interesting combat situation to where the party was caught by surprise. Creatures made of pure shadow coalesced into humanoid form, assailed them while they slept. Put a few of them on the ground, but they got back up, don't worry. Once that had resolved itself, they decided to start branching out to see what they could figure out about these creatures and also about a very recent unfortunate shipment of new weapons on the underbelly market. Something the doctor had been specifically dealing with, one of the black blades, specifically a dagger that had been recovered from the 3 ships that they gloriously blew up and sundered to the depths of the cloud ocean.
I have regrets.
I have regrets. We could have had a ship.
I'll find us a ship.
Don't you worry about that. I'll get one.
I will get one.
Yeah. But as they reached out to their respective contacts, got some new information, some new leads, they began to realize things may be a little more strangely aligned than what they originally thought. With the doctor returning from his day spent at the hospital, I will open up the table to the Chaos crew. What would you like to do? Oh, and also, one of our players will be joining us just a little bit later.
I want to take a nap.
Didn't we just get a long rest?
In real life.
In real life.
You never said in character or out of character, so really.
True.
It's true.
But this is actually it's evening time, if I recall, because the
Is
long
it?
rest hasn't happened yet.
Gotcha.
We ended off
We were
after
talking with Elowen, and
Elowen.
Elowen just left.
he just left. And he was going to meet you.
Tomorrow.
That's right. I didn't want to go into the long rest just yet because I was going to let the doctor have a chance to come back to Eva's place and have any discussions in character you guys wish to have with each other. I will fill in for Red as best I can. I may not do her voice as good as she does, but I will
You're
definitely
very
try.
sassy.
You are very sassy, so you would be a
are.
perfect Red.
Exactly.
So I would say probably shortly after dinner time, and Elowen leaves, probably about 30, 45 minutes later, Doctor, you show up.
Yeah. Should I make that roll now?
Yeah, make it while for your day, for the day. See
Okay.
how you do.
It's wisdom, right?
Yes, it's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Natural 1. For a total
No.
of 7.
Okay. Continue on your day.
Well, shit.
Great.
I've made this check so many times now, but I had to fail it eventually, guys.
Eventually.
Y'all, this is
going to be
It'll
a
be
day.
fine.
This is going to be a day.
It's
Got it.
gonna be a day.
Drac is going to would probably actually just realize at that moment during the conversation last week, wait, I need the doc, and gonna open the door. Is he on the other side?
Oddly enough, yeah, we'll do a Hollywood moment where you're like, I need to get the doctor. You head to the door. You pull on the door. It doesn't open. Doctor, you have your hand on the door.
Go to open it.
You go to try to open the door. Doesn't open.
Brings checks.
I lose.
natural 20.
Actually, the door would only open one way. So
Yeah.
actually, Drakix, make a dexterity saving throw.
I would have
To dodge the door as it's coming at you because the doctor was opening
That's
at
a
the
nat
same
20
time.
for 21.
Oh, easy enough. The door just right past your snout, and you are just face to face with that long pointed beak of the doctor's mask.
Perfect. I grab him by the collar, yank him in, shut the door, slam him against the wall.
Good to see you in good spirits today.
Yeah, this is actually where I remember something very important. Why the fuck on the cloud seed do you have that mark? I have never really asked you about that.
Well, I did tell you it's a birthmark. I was born with it.
Insight check. Is it actually a birthmark? Or is it
Roll your insight. Maybe
You
we'll
make
see.
an insight check?
yeah. Because
Okay.
Zahn is so insightful.
You can whisper me your role, Doctor. Whether you want it to be persuasion or deception, just whisper it to me.
A 17 insight.
Solid.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to know if I can continue with the supposed interrogation of Doc against the wall.
There you go.
He's never lied to you before, Zahn. Why would he start now?
Right. Of course. Yeah. Well,
You've
she
seen
sits back
weirder.
and drinks.
You've definitely seen weirder birthmarks.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
put it that way.
Yeah. Her own.
Hey, Drax, maybe we don't strangle the doc before he tells us what we need to know.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Did I miss something?
Come have a seat, and I'll like reheat some food real quick and give it to Doc. I don't know when he's last eaten, but it's dinner time.
We'll
Jack
say
is
I-
just
I
like
didn't eat.
really, really not wanting to, but Eva has a point.
There
He's gonna
is
let go
a
and just watch him talk.
slightly audible at the mention of food.
Yeah, he's just gonna let him go. He's like, fine, because you make a good point. And then he's gonna turn around and really with his tail just like slap at his mask, and then walk and sit down in the chair.
Like a playful slap or like a
It's like it's kind of like in the middle, you know. It's just like it's enough. It's enough to like move the mask a little bit, but at the same time come off as playful. It's just like
Right.
annoyed at the moment.
Doc,
My-
would you be?
I wouldn't be expecting it. No.
Would you try to dodge it?
I don't think it would matter for me. I have an AC of 11.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it's gonna hit. I mean, I hate to be that way, but man,
It's like
I'm
you're
aware,
you're
but-
looking straight, and all of a sudden, like everything goes this way.
there's a slight impact and a little shift of your mask, Doctor.
I will reaffix my mask.
He's
So
still annoyed.
confused of why I got slapped.
He's annoyed. He just sits down and just goes.
I mean,
I need
Doc's been
to-
slapped before, but he usually figured out he deserved it somehow. But this time he doesn't really know.
Drax sits
Even-
down and just goes, I need ale. I need
Just sit and
big.
eat. We'll explain in a moment. But you
I
need
need a
some food, and you
big-
haven't been.
I've been a little bit preoccupied.
I figured.
He'll actually take off his mask to eat this time.
Oh, okay.
Would that be Zahn's first time seeing that?
Yes.
Wait, seeing what?
Seeing the Doctor's face.
Actual face.
Is it?
Yeah.
Even though she's like, oh,
I think that
she
might
just.
Because I always wake up before you.
That is true. That is true. She like, she's just sitting there, probably has like a mug or something.
And you
And
don't know
she's like-
what it is on, but you, for some reason, this sound is so loud to you. You hear ka-chick, 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 ka-chick. And it just drowns out. You don't know why. It's such a tiny sound. Would drown out everything else, but it
And
does.
she just slowly turns, mug
The slow
halfway to her
turn.
mouth. Just-
Doc removed his mask, and I'll describe him for you guys. 'Cause last time he had a clean shave. This time he does not.
Go ahead. Please
He
describe the Doctor's face in his current state.
he is a pale human, blue eyes, red hair, and a red scruffy beard.
So it is true. Gingers don't have souls. I'm just joking. It's a joke.
I mean- He is a necromancer. He has all the souls.
Yeah, I
He's just
collect
trying to raise a family.
exactly.
Oh, low blow, sir. Low blow.
Very low.
Oh shit.
Oh, don't worry. I have my payback for you. Already lined up.
It's okay.
Ew.
Not bad,
Ah.
Doc.
But, like I said, I've been preoccupied. But what has been going on since I've been away?
You have a face?
He just looks as on. Of course.
I tried to. I can't give it.
It's
We all
fine.
know. We all know Zahn is straight faced, but it's
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just not today.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Jack is just like. Jack did not expect that.
Zahn just shrugs like, okay, he has a face. That's not his face, but I guess that's his face, and just goes back to
Question.
drinking.
Is player aware of what happened before last session? When Eva went crazy.
Partially.
Okay. Just so I understand how much I have to explain here.
I'm aware we were attacked by demon creatures that your possessed Drax chased you out of a window, and you basically gained control back. The minor details I don't
Yes.
quite know.
It was thought that it might be a good idea for us to see if we can dreamwalk, and our goal was to dreamwalk into Zahn's dreams. Zahn doesn't normally dream, so this would be something we could explore and maybe get some answers from.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in my attempt to guide us to Zahn's headspace, that being that resides in that pearly, spacious galaxy castle decided that we are no longer welcome, and forcefully took over any willpower that I had and control of my faculties. So these fellow people got to enjoy me beating the shit out of them without being able to do anything about it.
It hurt. I almost, yeah.
It really hurt.
Yeah.
In a panic state and a half uncontrolled state, there was some climbing out of a window and down an alleyway. Thankfully,
Hand on a countertop.
Points to the cabinet.
that was not me.
No.
There's a blatant dragonborn footmark in the woodwork of the counter.
Drac is straight faced. Nobody can tell what's on his mind. He's just like,
I can help fix that.
Thankfully, I was able to regain control before my body moved itself away and out of reach of the rest of the group. Zahn was quite a sturdy wall to run into and made sure I didn't go anywhere. So, thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
And then, because of the fact that we are quickly running out of contacts, I reached out to another friend of mine in the guard, wonderful man, Elowen, and offered to him some knowledge, some risk, but he is willing to assist us in getting in touch with someone who can help us if we bring him back to Captain Gallen's body. So he is going to speak with his family, get all of his gear in order, and he will meet us out at the apothecary tomorrow night.
Doc just takes a moment to take it all in, and once he's done processing this information, he'll look to all of you. Well, what did you tell him?
As little as possible, but as much as we needed to be credible. He is aware that Captain Gallen's death is a farce. He is aware that there are ties to people and beings outside of this island. And without putting him in too much danger, he is aware that there are things happening that are bigger than all of us. But I do not want to put him in too much risk, as he does have a wife and family that need him, and I don't want him going the way of Captain Gallen.
Fair enough.
He was privy to Captain Gallen's journal as evidence, just so that he can understand we're not just spitting out of our asses, we actually have some proof behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do have the deciphered code that Red found in my journal. Showed it to him if necessary, as well as some additional notes that could help in proving our story.
We can show it to him, but also make sure that we keep that for whoever he gets us in touch with, because that will be of more impact than Eloin, and I don't want Eloin, again, being at risk of whatever happened to Galen. Or whoever happened to Galen, more appropriately. But that's all I have on my end. Drakex?
Grumbles under his breath in Draconic. Takes a slow, deep breath. Turns out that I am known by Red's contacts as the last survivor of the Stardust. And as mentioned before, sorry, Doc, that's still touchy, and I did not mean to come at you the way that I did for a moment. I let my emotions get in control. As the ship that had attacked us and was the downfall of the Stardust and Captain Breeze had a flag with a black flag with a stylized blue rose upon its banner, which looked exactly like your mark.
Yes, you told me as much when you first saw it. And he'll remove the glove of his left hand to show the mark.
Yeah, it's just that this time now turns out the fact that I have been made, and it looks like what I thought would be available assistance now seems more like possible harm may come because of the fact that I am reminded of others.
Well, I can add to some of your information about the blue mark at least, or at least a blue rose. A few weeks ago, I made the trip to the Cloudside Valley, as you all know. I gained some information, however, about a company that works out of Reese that has a station here called the Blue Rose Order. And I did visit their office here in attempts to see if they could give me any answers about my own birthmark. And fortunately, the reception was not able to give me any of that answers. But that doesn't mean they don't have it to begin with. They recently had a splitting of their company, and good chance of the individuals who splitted from them might be the same, or at least somehow related to both my birthmark and as well as that blue rose flag. But that's just a hypothesis at this moment. I have no evidence to back that up.
So I can't kill them if I see them. Got it.
Not immediately.
No, they also work out of Reese as well.
So I can maim them by removing their legs and arms so that they can't do anything, then wrap some skin around their mouth so that they cannot use any kind of magic, possibly. I should really stop talking because I've realized that I'm just showing more ways of torture, and
Zahn just
Where's your
hands
daughter?
him a drink.
He's just like immediately looks at you and just like, wait, where's your daughter? I don't need to give her more. I don't need to give her ideas.
She's with Miss Amma. It's fine.
Okay, good. I don't want to hear all of a sudden she's in school and saying how she's going to maim and murder people.
I mean, you did say you were trying to teach her how to smuggle, so like, there's
Smuggling
a
and murdering
Yeah.
is too different. I will definitely teach her how to
It's called
smuggle.
a
That's not an
gateway,
issue.
sir. You start with one and then proceed to the next, and then proceed to the next. That's how it works.
Got it. So I have your permission to teach her how to torture and then murder. Okay. Yes.
You
Doctor
know what?
say,
I would like to see you try and teach her and see if she can even pay attention long enough to learn.
Doctor slurs his head and shaking.
Do you remember any other details about that ship? The one with the black flag?
We came from underneath the clouds, breached right ahead of us, immediately started attacking us. Captain Breeze grabbed me, threw me into a lifeboat, and made sure the fact that it got away as he dealt with everything that came his way and went down with the ship.
More curious about the actual ship itself.
I do have a
'Cause-
question, though.
Memories.
I'm not as familiar with ships as you are, Dragix. Is it common for ships to be able to go below the clouds for such a maneuver?
DM.
So you would have a good level of knowledge, but I am going to give you a chance to get more than that. Give me a history check.
Alrighty. That's a 10!
Common knowledge it is. Well, above average knowledge. You would know that there are a variety of different types of ships that can maintain themselves on or even above the cloud ocean. You would know specifically that the enchantments to make a true sky ship versus a cloud ocean ship is the difference of quite a few zeros at the end of a platinum price. They do exist. They're rare. But you would also know that there are people who deliberately, if they want to dive into the cloud ocean, they can have certain enchantments put on them that basically put a bubble around the ship to protect it. And they can use. The rolls aren't really high enough. I'm trying to figure out. You don't understand how the magic works, but you know it's possible to make ships that can sink purposely and then egress up once again.
But it's rare.
It is rare, yes. It's typically reserved for those who have like kingdom backed funds because they're digging, well, not digging, but searching for islands that may have lost some enchantment power and are beginning to sink, or for places like the Shattered Temple is always a place of interest to try and find. There's more beneath the Cloud Ocean than most people realize because there are failed attempts to bring islands or large plots of land into the sky, and some magic wasn't strong enough. Some magic wasn't sturdy enough even to maintain a consistent output of that arcane flow. That's what really makes the currently floating islands so valuable, is that they cracked the code. Unfortunately, the party here is well aware of one of the components required to crack that code, and it may not be the miracle many people believe it is.
He's going to mention that to them.
So expensive and not common. Got it.
Yep.
DM,
Yes.
does his description of that ship match any description of what's in my memories?
Of the one he was on or the attacking one?
The attacker.
The attacker, it does not.
Okay. Drax has poofed into thin air. Magically.
In theory, this backs my hypothesis that this ship being a part of that company, either prior to split or the portion did split off. To have a ship that with that capability would take a lot of money, I imagine.
They've become pirates, essentially. Funded by a benefactor.
Yes. And
It's a lot
there
of
might
money.
be more. There might be more to that split than what's publicly known, as usual. But that's a route that I'm not entirely sure we are capable of pursuing at this point. Nor I think is a current priority.
There was another objective we had for after our long rest. What was it? We were gonna go visit a place, and I forget where it was.
We're going to go find the body, and
That was
then
in the evening, though. We had something we wanted to do in the day in the
Yeah.
Cloudside Valley? And I don't remember what it was.
The only thing I can think of that would be there would be checking out the company the doctor mentioned.
But that was knowledge that I just gave to you guys now. So.
Yeah. It might have been something that Red had, and I just don't remember it.
yeah. Hey, Drax.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the other thing we were planning to do the next day was?
Let's see. Planning on bringing the dock up to speed. We were going to. We were not going to go back to the docks because the docks are pretty much closed off.
Yeah.
What else was there?
Yeah, there wasn't anything from the quarry side. Like, we know it was just Drax being Drax.
Yeah, pretty much. It was Drax being Drax.
It was Drax being Drax. So I don't know what else
Okay.
would have been in the Cloudside Valley that we needed to do.
I don't know if Red had a contact out there or something she was going for.
I'll-
I don't remember.
I'll message her and see.
Okay, I can't remember.
It's
I'm
not
having
a
trouble
big-
remembering myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a big thing. But just for order of events. Well, I'm glad you're back safe, Doc. Eat up. We've got plenty of food.
And he does.
We'll rest up and see what happens tomorrow. I think we decided we're not going to try and steal a ship from the docks, correct? They're on lockdown for some reason?
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'll make sure I communicate that correctly to the party. They're on basically lockdown from the underground. Like the Thieves Guild element has it locked down, and they are keeping out anybody of this new guild that's come in.
Got you, okay. I misunderstood, my bad.
No, you're good. So as long as
So we
Drax
could go steal
find
a
a
ship.
contact out there, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I can't think of anything else.
Okay, maybe I'm just imagining something. It's fine.
I think originally you guys were planning to go to the hospital to get Doc.
That's what it was. We're actually going to go grab him.
Got you. Well, I will check in with Cassandra for the night and probably just rest.
Doc's gonna look at the kitchen. Would you mind if I cleaned up a bit?
Oh, yeah, if you'd like to, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you by any means. That's just less that I'm paying out of pocket.
No charge. Just don't need Cassandra come home to a mess. And Doc will get to work on cleaning up the kitchen, and he'll cast mending on things that are broken if he needs to.
I would say you could fix fix cups, plates, things like that, but you're going to need to actually rehang a cupboard, and then
I will have Drax help me because it's his fault.
Once again, straight face.
just straight faced, still helping, but straight faced.
He's like, was it me? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. One of the shadows looked like a dragonborn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That will be the story he runs with.
I'm sure this
Okay.
boot prick agrees with you.
You could rehang the cupboard, definitely fix cups, plates, things like that. The only thing left is the dragonborn footprint in the counter.
I will cast mending on it to try to
That may be
Unimpressed.
beyond the capabilities of mending.
He does have
It's a
a
little
big
bit
foot.
bigger than a few inches, so.
Well, it's a foot in diameter, so that's my limit.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's says cuts and breaks. I don't know about like
Technically,
blunt
it's a
force
break.
trauma.
It's a break.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'll.
Just
We may
the
even-
No, I'll give him a chance at it. Give me a intelligence check.
Okay.
So, word for word, according to Red, apparently Drac and Red visited someone who said the origin of the black-bladed baddies is in the valley.
That's right.
that's what it was. My bad.
My
Okay.
dice don't like me today at all.
Ruh-roh.
I got a 7.
You're trying to get this mending to work, and you see the magic start to go in, and then after it starts to fill in some little spider web cracks, things like that, it just dissipates.
We'll just fill it with resin and it'll be part of the design. I'll just have a dragonborn footprint souvenir in my countertop.
Really?
There might be a slight twitch to the edge of his lips hearing it. He's just like, should I feel honored or should I feel bad? It's just like a small, like little twitch.
Both. Both is good.
Well, we can go see about that contact in the valley if that's something of interest. Or
Yeah. Might be.
I have an idea
We'll
for
have-
the footprint, actually. Not to fix it, just make it look nice.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast precipitation and make scales.
oh god, just a scale pattern in the footprint.
Mm-hmm. And I'll use it to like, clean it up as well and make it look nice. So try to make it look. It only stay. The scales will only stay for 1 hour until someone can actually put the scales in.
That'll be fun.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I'm
get it
just
for
gonna-
an hour.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Well, I'm going to take Miss Red, and we are off to bed. If anybody requires anything further, you know where to find me.
Help yourself.
Couch and free bed for whoever needs it. I assume, Zon, we didn't entirely murder the bedroom the other night.
No, that is, I mean, mostly true.
I know my bedroom needs some work, but
Some?
You need a door. You need a door on your
I'm
hinge.
well aware.
Yeah.
I have
You
to
need
watch
door,
myself
you need
blow it up.
door framework
Yeah.
around the door where shatter was actually cast.
I'll fix that up for you. It's okay.
We'll do it together. No worries.
Friend
But
project.
yes. I'm well aware of the damage that I caused. I'm just making sure that Cassandra's room is still sleepable.
Yes, I'll make sure that it's sleepable.
Okay,
I'll even test it out.
there you go.
That's fair.
No, any blood on the
Yeah.
mattress, you can wash out.
I might need your help for that. I think some of my blood is on the bed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Might not be mine, but it's probably mine. Whoops.
It's fine. It happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy enough to get that cleaned up. Everybody enjoy a rest.
Drac isn't wearing his armor this time.
I was about to ask you. All right, then. You all may mark a long rest.
Woo.
Except for you, Doctor. Not just yet.
Dun dun dun.
As you... Jackix, do you pass out pretty quick?
Probably not because of like the previous night's antics. He's
Okay.
is laying down and like ready to pass out, but he's not there.
Right. So, Doc, as you sit down in the chair where you're going to try and get some sleep at, I'm guessing,
Mhm.
you start to kind of get unpacked. And I imagine you probably take your overcoat off, something like that, start getting comfortable.
Yeah.
You remove your overcoat and you go to like get a little more comfortable, and you realize you've stuffed a dagger into your waist belt. It's the black dagger.
Probably not a habit. I used to have a dagger there before I threw it and went out into the ocean.
Yep. You don't even remember stuffing it in there, really.
No. He would probably look at it and then, well, go and reach and pull it out to make sure it is the black dagger.
It is.
And could have sworn this was longer. Because I believe we got to the short sword size.
It was.
This should be in the cabinet. I don't know why I'm holding on to this, but he'll resheath it and place it underneath his overcoat.
Okay.
Try to hide it from everyone.
Okay.
In hopes to, at least.
So you keep it on you?
Yes.
Okay. Now you may mark a long rest.
Okay.
All of you wake the next morning. It's a good day.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoyed
Why-
your long
why?
rest? Why wouldn't it be? It's a great day.
Yeah.
Nothing happened
Totally.
in the night. Nobody
Nope.
got attacked.
No.
There was no
Mhm.
dreams to be had,
Mhm.
unless you choose so. The DM's not forcing any dreams upon anybody.
Taking
Uh-huh.
over.
You know,
I don't trust
No
any
one
of
gets
that coming out of that mouth.
Just lie dispenser right here. Just blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
But you all wake up. You're welcome to do with your days as you see fit.
So, Zahn will attempt to make coffee.
Oh no.
It can't be worse than Red's. It really can't.
Well,
It
What-
can't.
It could be just as bad.
It could be, but it won't. I want to make the best coffee there is.
go for it.
Fuck
I'll-
yeah.
I actually say Doc probably would sleep in for once.
Ruh-roh. Is Doc sick?
He's not wearing
Eva,
his mask.
Eva, he's not waking up.
Is he breathing?
She probably
I
smothers
think
him.
so.
It's like, let me check. Hand over face.
It wouldn't do anything. It's a mask.
Well,
I don't feel anything.
Oh.
Okay.
What did we decide was the role for coffee?
Survival?
Depends who makes it.
Zahn. Zahn's making coffee tonight. Today.
Survival.
Yeah.
Actually, no. No.
No,
Oh, what'd you roll?
no.
What'd you roll?
Natural 20.
Okay. We're going to keep that.
Okay.
But first,
Uh-huh.
there's a few extra things here in this place because of a certain someone. Make an intelligence check.
Oh,
Do you find coffee?
I know
or do
exactly
you
what it
find
is.
Something else.
No, not even. There's a small hand come up out of nowhere and just hand you the container, and you accept without thinking.
18.
So you reach in, you open the cupboard, and you pull out
Yeah.
2 identical containers. Tin, identical. Instead of just picking one and going with it, you had the wherewithal this early in the morning to give it the sniff test.
Oh, good.
The first one is some kind of very intriguing, like,
Mm-hmm.
blend of like chocolate and vanilla, and you're like, oh, this is gonna make something good. You give the other one the sniff test, it's coffee, straight harsh coffee.
Does Zahn still
See-
make coffee though?
That's the thing. Her and sweets. We've learned this, you guys.
Up to you.
Your call.
She, natural 20. She's gonna make
Yeah.
a mocha.
Okay,
First
so
time
you
Yeah.
look over, and you thankfully
like-
have seen the doctor use his implements enough because he did bring
Yeah.
them over here. You have both Eva's regular coffee making methods, and then you have the doctor's beaker set, and you're
Mhm.
like, I've seen him do this. It's not that
Yeah.
hard. I can do this
No.
too.
No.
And
Yeah.
without fail, so you're just awake and alert already, but you still want your coffee.
Mhm. Oh yeah, of course.
You make this incredible blend of coffee and chocolate
Yep.
for not only yourself, but you make
Everybody else.
the whole beaker.
Yep. Damn. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I will
Does
say
mocha
that the
exist
first
in this world?
She just
I mean,
invented it.
canon, it's just hot chocolate powder in coffee. What do you want from me?
The same thing as it's the same ingredients as coffee. Someone just took it a step further.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
So I would
Yep.
say Drakix and Doctor, you guys get the smell first. You get the strength of the coffee and then the undertones of sweets and chocolate.
It's because she's holding the mug in front and like waving it in front of her nose.
You know what happens really? Is the fact that Drunk is just like sleeping there, and all of a sudden it's like he's not even like his eyes are still closed, but he slowly starts to inch forward towards the cup, and his body just like starts to get up. He's just like,
She just puts it in his hand.
and because of the taste hits him, for a moment he's just like really confused. He's like, "This is coffee. It's not
Yes.
coffee. It's coffee.
It's-
It's not coffee. It's coffee." And he's like,
It's both.
"What did you make?"
I made chocolate and coffee, but I was trying to combine chocolate and coffee, but it's just coffee because
Coffee.
Coffee. Coffee.
It's just chocoffee.
Chocoffee.
Chocolate.
Chocoffee.
Oh my.
It's
No,
chocolatey.
it's choofy. It's
Choofy.
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 Choofy. Choofy.
As we spend the rest of the session deciding what to call this drink.
Choofy.
You know what
Yes,
part it is?
I made
I'm
choofy.
sure Zon's going to spend literally all session trying to think of one.
Drag takes another sip of it
Yep.
all. He goes, and it's a longer sip this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he just puts it down and he takes. This is really good.
Right? I can cook.
I
I
didn't
just-
want to say that.
I
Why did you think that you couldn't?
because you all just cook and I never get a chance.
And I'm
Ow.
confused.
It's choffee. Coffee. Choc.
Doctor, you
Fee.
awaken to the sound of this conversation.
And Zon hands you a mug.
He'll take it without question and drink it. Has he
Yep.
had hot chocolate before?
Maybe as a kid.
Well, I had a kid.
Oh,
I
oh
would
yeah,
say
you
you-
would have
yeah.
had.
Yeah.
It's
Huh.
pretty good.
Hadn't had this in a long while.
I would say in a world like this, it wouldn't be like
Oh,
every day everybody has it, but
Mhm.
given the professions that you've had, you did have access to a little more funds than most people. I'm not saying you
I
weren't
wasn't,
a rich,
rich,
mofo,
but I was definitely well off. where
yeah,
I was.
exactly.
Well, I'm gonna try real hard to save this one for Eva, but she'll set one aside and wait for Eva to wake up and drink her own. And you know what? She'll start on breakfast too.
I'll let you get an extra 20.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
A little while later, Eva wakes up to this weird smell coming from the kitchen. It's not a bad smell, but it's definitely not Cassandra trying to make food.
That's fair.
It's true. So,
And she'll just drag Red out of bed and head downstairs.
Red begrudgingly comes along.
and begrudgingly drinks the coffee.
Red would probably like it, if I had to guess.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It could use a little bit of cinnamon.
I'm not going to be that way. It's her character.
She would say that though.
We let Red do that.
We let
Yeah.
Red do Red.
Yeah. So, are we gonna go see the black bladed baddies hideout?
We can.
Yes.
Or yeah? We could go and check it out, at least.
Not sure we should be diving into it head first, but
Oh gosh, no. Nope.
especially since we have plans for later, and I'd rather us not end up with wounds that need to be taken care of. I'm just barely getting over the effects of the last time I got stabbed by one of these things.
Yeah.
And given where we'll be going, at least like to have a few of my abilities available in case we run into more trouble with a golem.
Actually,
Dracus, you
Fine.
do feel a weight has been lifted from you a bit when you wake up. It's not gone. It's definitely lighter.
I have one stack left. Oh my god.
Drac is definitely still like kind of stretching out a bit more. He definitely feels it. He's like, okay, maybe another night's rest and I'll be back to my old self. Or two.
I'm with you on that one. Got dangerously close the last time we encountered those blades, and I'd rather not experience that again.
That's fair.
But we can at least take a look, see what we can find, report back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we throw that in with whatever contact Elowen gives us. Maybe. We'll see. It's kind of odd trying to find someone in the guard who can overlook the guard and the laws of the deep and all that stuff, but it's a necessity at this point, I feel. Especially with Galen gone.
Well, it seems things are happening beneath their noses they aren't quite aware of, so us
Well,
bringing it to their attention is a good thing.
not aware of or actively participating in is my fear.
That's the worst case scenario, but depending on how high up we go, depends on your friend and whether or not he thinks that person's one of the people involved.
I trust him, so hopefully his instincts do not lead him wrong.
I suppose we'll find out.
And that's out in the valley? We should probably get going. That way we don't waste too much time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get going then.
Okay. Is there
I
anywhere
will-
specific you want to try and head to in that region?
We know a general location. Like, what would be the closest thing that we know to be there to go there?
There? So you would know that along with being what's known as basically the factory district of Weave Tech, research, things like that, not a ton of shops. You did find a few, obviously. So you would gather they're probably not on the top shelf because it is kind of like it's a bit of land, then there's a cut, then there's land, then there's a cut, and then that's what's level with the Cloud Ocean. Well, not level, but that's what will be closest to that.
Mhm.
the way the whole mass that was lifted up is peaked, they were able to cut precisely to how they needed it to be. You would definitely know you would probably need to go to the lowest shelf for the farthest out, that which is closest to the Cloud Ocean, which makes sense because that's one of the few places there's still active ships coming in and out that isn't within the Fey Drift region. Because they're always either receiving materials to advanced weave tech or shipping out materials or completed things. And also building cloud ships and sky ships there. It is anyone who wants to be anyone comes to this island for one of three main reasons. To assist with mining the resources for weave tech technology, to learn more about it in the Fey Drift schools, or to actually actively build the technologies in the Weave Tech Valley or Cloudside Valley.
Red and Drakix, I guess we'll follow your lead on this one, since this is more your area of expertise.
Okay.
And I would say Red would look to Drakix. Well, they definitely got me the information to get there, but as far as contacts, I'll be a bit limited. You might be best for this.
As they're traveling, by the way, Doc will be keeping an eye out for anyone with red eyes.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Would Drac actually have a contact out here, considering what they do?
It would be slim because, as you know, security here is heightened.
Yeah.
This is like, it's not quite like Reese level military grade things being shipped in and out, but it's definitely a heightened sense of security. It is possible. So I'll say go ahead and make me an investigation check for you to kind of feel out and look throughout what docks you guys come across.
As they go, Eva uses her disguise self and begins tailoring her clothes into more of a tunic style
That's
set
an
of
18.
clothes.
18,
Ooh.
nice. So you would have one. It's someone you almost feel bad for because they're on two payrolls at once. Their name is Sergeant Elena Darkwater. You know that at one time she was an outstanding and great guard. But getting a bit of blackmailed, she fell into an unfortunate life of being a crooked guard.
So she was blackmailed into it?
She was blackmailed into it.
Got it. Okay.
But you know she's down here somewhere. You've heard the situation before. This isn't, unfortunately, not an uncommon theme in your line of work, where somebody gets dirt on somebody that's in the guard and they hang on to it until they need to expose that use. I'll say you've never met this person, but you would just have like a working knowledge of, okay, I'm going to Wingata. That means I've got, this person, that person,
Yep.
like that. This would be just kind of a almost like I know a guy situation.
Yeah, this is one person that I figured the fact that he may know of a person, if he met them or not, then that would be something different.
Yeah, you haven't met this person, but you would know she is a member of the guard. You would know that she's talented and valued by the guard, and she's put on the docks specifically because she is very good with a longbow.
Mm-hmm.
but she is on an active blackmail payroll of an underground.
So he's gonna look to the others and be like, I know of a person, a guard. So we can go search for them. They will have a longbow as their primary weapon. So probably on the docks.
Mhm.
And I will say, with such a high investigation, I will roll that kind of into, because it's both mental
Mhm.
aspects. I'll roll into a bit of a history. You know, they do have a moniker. They're called Elena Blackbow Darkwater, specifically for a black longbow.
Got it. So therefore, that's also what he's gonna tell him to look out for a black bow.
Don't be too hard. That'll stand out a bit.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna start heading out towards the dock, considering that's where she's known to be majority of the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Is everyone going to help look?
Mhm.
Yes.
Everyone, as you fan out, begin to look over the docks. Give me a perception check. Doc, you don't find anybody that you're looking for.
Yep.
On that first roll you gave me.
Yeah, the search
He
will
sees
continue.
no one. It's a 7.
Oh, son.
Natural one.
Oh.
There
Hey.
we go.
19.
20.
There we go.
Eva and Doctor, as the two of you decide it'd be best to probably stick together.
That sounds about right.
You mean the two
You-
squishies stuck together? Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start walking around the docks, and what you notice is that they're very different from what you're used to, Eva. Like, you're used to merchants, traders, travelers. No, this is beyond effective building. Like, there isn't a wasted inch of space when it comes to these docks. There's no wood. It's all metal or stone. And it is all weave tech. From, like, raising and lowering of different, like, dry docks where they're making the ships, to cranes. Like, there's some cranes that don't even have like attachments. They just float freely on tendrils of this light blue energy, almost as if, like, for players, for us to really get a good visual, basically like how Green Lantern makes constructs, just light blue. It's consistent arcane energy and power, which it's up to you how you would react to that, because everyone here knows the secret of the power. You know what's making these things happen. It's up to you to react as you see fit. But as the two of you contemplate on these things, you both do see probably about a 6'2" half-elven female with this kind of stark platinum blonde hair and this very, very dark black bow with this almost like glowing silver etching in the bow itself. But no string.
I still
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
is any of the weave tech like down at our level where we can like move around it?
Oh, yeah.
I want to just see if I can put my hand in it, see what it feels like, because interacting using the weave is one thing, but actually being able to see and feel the weave, what is that like?
So you know how if you hold a magnet in your hand and push it against another magnet of opposite, it like pushes back?
Mhm.
It's like that, but instead of there being pushed back, you can only push against it. Like, you put your hand up to it and it just stops, but it still feels like it's fluctuating back and forth a bit.
Hmm.
It's warm.
Very interesting.
Zon's not really happy seeing all the weave tech magic. Like, it's one thing for it to
no.
be a train.
Yeah.
It's another thing for it to just be all weave tech. And
Oh, yeah.
she's just not
And also,
happy.
I will say, as a side note, like this is where like a lot of the private companies are. So you have guys walking around with like the upper arm appendages floating behind them, and they're picking up these huge.
Oh, that's
crates
even
by
worse.
themselves and picking them up. And yeah, you're just like, Buck, be so
This is
mad
the
if he was
reason why
here.
Drac hasn't seen anything, because he's just like, Zon.
You're just with Zon keeping her calm.
Breathe. Okay, ignore them.
No.
Ignore.
But they
No,
could just
no,
they could
no,
just
no,
they could just
leave it.
lift
Leave it.
No, there's
We have other things. There's other things
the
right
magic.
now. Other
They
things
could-
right now.
they-
We'll deal with it later. Other things right now.
No,
Other things right now. We have other things to
As
deal
a,
with.
as a floating weave tech cart goes by.
Don, no,
Look,
no.
it's just there's no man.
Yes,
Nobody's
I understand.
pushing it.
I understand.
No, there's
I know
just
where
like
it's
one scrawnier dude just like going by.
How could? And she just growls at him.
Don,
Keeps going.
deep breath, out, in, out. I will not give you any more money for sweets.
Damn.
No more sweets.
Fine.
Inside of his head, like, this is the worst part of all. Is like, he said it, he's serious. His side, he's just like, oh, please God work.
The inside, he's like, please,
God
please,
work.
fight.
Please, I have nothing else.
I have nothing else in my bag of tricks. It worked. Holy shit! It's working!
Eva will tap Doc on the shoulder and point out the guard as she patrols around.
Mm.
I think we found our target.
I believe so. Should we get the others first?
Probably wise.
You turn, you just see Drac is just like, no.
See, Zon's getting out her hand axe.
Just send,
No.
just send a
Sweets.
message.
Sweets.
Boys,
Remember
boy, are
sweets.
you having a time, aren't you?
Puts it back.
I mean, even Doc have already dealt with this with Zon before, so back at the quarry.
Not to this degree, though.
Yeah, not to this degree.
I'll send a message over to Drakix. Come over here. I found your bow, lady.
Oh,
Dracix, you hear in your head. Over here, I found your bow lady.
he looks around. He's
Do
like,
you
wait,
send
was
message or sending via your book?
Oh, I don't have him in my book. It has to be someone that's in my book. So
Okay,
it
so
has
it's
to be
message.
message.
Okay. You look around, and because it has a range of 120 feet, you see her eventually.
yeah.
Eventually.
He's just like, okay,
Takes a few turns.
Zon, let's
Yeah.
go. And he starts to drag Zon.
Zon
Just
will
remember-
reluctantly go.
Just remember,
Yes, I won't do anything because I won't get money for the sweets.
okay, as long as we're in
I
the
will
same
say that
page.
as a bit of a saving grace for Zon, you would come past like where they're etching the engravings for the enchantments of cloud ships.
Yeah. I mean,
The things that keep you alive and afloat.
yeah, that's true. Is it by hand?
Oh yeah, it's my hand.
Okay. At least they're doing something normal.
Someone's there with Eldritch Blast beaming it into it.
Yeah, just
Exactly. That she would give up the sweets for. But anywho.
it's all by hand. They're carving it out
Yes.
with like hand tools.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so eventually he's going to get over and probably see her. And he's going to look at the other two and just be like, we'll buy her sweets later.
I took the wrong spells. I need a hold person. I don't have it.
I can just
She
teleport
promised.
around. against her will.
Drac is
She-
just cast Hold Sweets.
yes, I did. He's like, I think we're good for right now, but keep an eye on her, and we'll get her sweets on the way back. And he starts to walk past
Okay.
them towards the. He walks up. He walks towards, and he goes, "Sergeant Blackwater."
And she turns. Yes, good morning. Can I help you?
Yes. You don't know me, but I'm pretty sure you knew an old friend of mine, Captain Breeze.
Ah. And she
Is
looks
there-
around.
He says
and
it low.
starts walking away from you.
Is there any place that we could talk?
She's walking away from you.
He starts to follow her.
You follow her about 2-3 minutes, and she does get to eventually a side alley where there's way less people.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to continue to follow her.
And she leads you in, and finally, kind of leans against the wall and crosses her arms a bit. Well, how may I assist?
Look, I'm not here to cause you issues or troubles. My friends and I are looking to stop a catastrophe before it begins.
You can see she begins to look like genuinely puzzled. This is you gather this is probably not how most demands from her go down.
Yeah, he looks at her and he's just he's actually expecting her to like really come at him all of a sudden, like what the fuck? Because he knows like he is gone off the reservation with the way he's coming
Fast.
at her.
So fast.
Yeah, he's just like, I decided to rip the band-aid off on this one.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
I can see you did sail with him.
And he kind of like he mutters like for a moment. He's
You
just
see
like,
that there's a
"Don't
bit of
want-"
like a little smile at the very corner of her mouth, like it was meant to be a good note.
Yeah, he goes. It's not even that. He goes for a moment, and just goes. The last survivor of the Stardust. Or I should say, the only survivor.
I heard. Not of you, but of your captain.
Yes.
It seems you two share one trait so far. You definitely find left field quickly.
Yeah. This is the thing. I have come to realize, coming from certain places, there are issues that will lead here to be a destruction of a city. And I don't want that.
What do you
So-
want?
To save as many people as I can, as my captain would do.
What do you need?
Well, have you seen anybody with black blades?
Seen a few.
Then I'm going to give you a piece of warning. Don't get stabbed by them.
Why?
Because it can turn you.
Into?
I'm not the one who actually has that information.
Mostly dead.
1 second. Hold on. And he kind of like goes back out towards the alleyway, looking over to see like where
I
the
imagine
other
all of
three
you
are.
Yeah.
semi followed, but not completely into the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
maybe like 50 to 70 feet away, just to give us some space.
He looks at Ava and just goes, like, just come over. Bring all of them.
And Eva will kind of just poke her head around the corner of the alley, give a small wave. We mean no harm. We're with that one.
All right then.
What did you tell her so far?
Exactly what to watch out for, but she asked what it can do. So, Doc, this is your area of expertise. What do the black blades do to a person? Exactly.
You want the specifics? Well, upon being stabbed, an individual will immediately begin showing symptoms of black veins, showing of a corruption of sorts spreading through the body. Common symptoms are mostly flu-like, or in rare cases, comatose. But once that is done, the individual will pass. And once they die, they will then rise again. And given the blade's tendencies, it's a bit more feral than normal zombies.
How long does this take?
Well, I haven't seen the process fully complete with these blades, but originally it was simply a week to 2 weeks for the sickness of the corruption spreading to kill, and then a day to be brought back. But I haven't seen anyone turn too quickly. Only had one case. If you were killed by a blade, however, that expedites this process.
I've seen these weapons. At least, I've seen weapons with black blades.
They look like this, and your doc will produce the one he is carrying.
Do we know he has that?
It's at
No.
this time, all of you notice as the doctor pulls out a black bladed dagger.
Just backs away from him like a step or two.
He just looks at you and just goes, why the hell are you holding that still?
I mean, it is evidence, technically.
Well, no, he didn't have it before he gave it away. Why do you have it? When did you steal that back?
I didn't steal it back.
Okay.
Stonebeard gave it back to me. He didn't want nothing to do with this.
Doctor,
That's fair, actually.
as you pull the blade out in
Mhm.
this alleyway, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Shit. It's gonna stab somebody.
Not bad. 12.
You stab Zahn, says the DM.
That's your final answer.
I want to say yes because player is very, very
Mhm.
curious what happens.
Okay. So we have Drakix, Eva.
Drac is immediately going to step
Zahn.
in front of Elena.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
He's just like, no, you're not
Yeah.
stabbing the contact. You are not stabbing the contact.
You don't know what he's doing yet.
I don't
He's
know what
like,
I'm doing
well,
yet.
the moment the blade came in, he's just like, why the fuck?
So we
He'll
have
let her like look
Drac,
over,
So,
like around him
Eva.
to see it, but no.
Red,
Drac, Eva, Red,
Zahn.
Zahn, Lady.
Lady.
No, the lady would be disadvantaged because she's behind Drac.
It's not a good chance to hit in the first place, to be fair.
Ruh-roh.
If I am hitting you, trying to hit you guys, that is.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh.
bitch.
Well, really? Now?
16. I think.
Eva!
Natural 20 for 23 on initiative.
Gotcha.
I don't need fucking natural 20s on initiative. I need that when I need damage.
Zon and Drakex, who has a better dex?
I have
I
2.
think, yeah, Zon has better.
Zon has better. Okay. And then Red. Jesus God. Check her dex mod.
Y'all still not to 20 yet.
Close. 19. What's your dex mod? That's the wrong campaign.
Red has a +2.
+2.
Yes.
So she's still just behind you, Eva. Eva, Red. Zon. Drakex. Doctor. Yeah, I'll roll for her. Jesus God.
Told you he rolls well when he wants to.
Only his
Mhm.
physical dice stats thing.
What is... I'm going to put a star right there for her name because I can't smush it between the two of you. I already wrote too close together on the paper. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. Because of the order of events. All of you watch as the doctor says it would look something like this. And he just pulls the dagger out. Eva, what are you doing? You can say, I stand there and watch. It's fine.
I am going to prepare a spell because
What are you holding?
I am holding blindness.
Okay.
Just in case something goes down, either she doesn't like it, or he doesn't like it, or something else happens. I do not
can't-
want this to powder keg.
Yeah. Let me go see what Red has real quick. What's your spells?
Red has some good spells.
She does.
Mhm.
Kind of jealous.
Okay, I know what she's going to do. Zon?
Hi. Stab. No, she's probably just standing by him like, did you get that? You
Okay,
shouldn't
got it.
have that.
Drakex?
Gronk is immediately just defending. He's just wary of the blade and making sure the fact that he stands in between Ava and Doc and just be like, just stay behind me.
Eva or your lady friend?
Lady friend.
Elena?
Yeah,
Elena.
Elena. Sorry.
Elena.
Okay.
That's okay.
We'll start with E's.
Yeah.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
I mean, it kind of is.
It's not.
Doctor,
Yes.
your turn comes around.
What am I doing?
You
Stab
make
a bitch.
a direct forward stab against Elena.
Would that be enough
So,
to trigger the
as-
spell that I was holding?
Everything happens at once in this motion. I'm going to do my best to resolve these things in orders of operations. So first off would be challenging Eva and Doctor for speed of the attack.
Okay.
So Eva, go ahead and try to see if you can sorry, Doctor, see if you can resist Eva's spell.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's an 8.
That is a failure. You are blinded for the next minute.
Okay. You're still stabbing, so you will be attacking with disadvantage. So hang on to that note for me as we go down the stack of operations.
Yep.
Red will hold hers until something happens. Her triggering event is you successfully making an attack roll.
Okay.
Zon,
Yeah.
you were just kind of waiting by. You had no held actions, correct?
Yeah, because she,
Okay. So
you know.
you're just taken by surprise. So we move past
Yep.
your turn. Drakex, what are you going to try and do? You were holding what?
He's going to.
Were you holding an action, or were you just waiting to see what would happen?
No, he was actually going to be defensive. He was, I guess, it would be the dodge, but he's going to be standing in front of Elena, so
dodge is for you.
he's
Now,
going
you
to
do
be
have your
pulling.
protector.
He's going to be pulling her along, just like.
So a dodge to kind of like back away from the weapon?
Like pull her away from it as he comes at him, because he's gonna get in the way of it.
That's a weird one. But
I'll let you decide how
It's
goes.
almost like a shove action, like you're holding the shove action.
Yeah, it's just like the moment he starts coming towards her, just like move her out the way, take the attack if anything.
Okay. Since it's kind of hard to get those things into words, let's roll with the shove action.
Okay.
Say you were holding the shove action.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody feel good about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will say, just as a reminder, because I don't want you to forget about things in this franticness, you do have your protector feat, right? Or something like that?
Yes.
Your fighting style. Did you want to go with that instead, or did you want to stay with the shove?
The protection. Hold on, let me just make sure I read that correctly.
Interception.
No, it's interception.
Interception.
Okay. Oh no. It is protection, so it would be disadvantage. I would impose a disadvantage on the attack roll, so I could do that. Yeah.
Which he already
so
has.
he already has disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yeah.
But Chaos of Combat, you wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know that.
So what would Dracus be more likely to fall on? His ability to shove somebody or his protection? Let you make that call.
It would be... No, he's going to come in and with his shield and everything, so it'll be protection.
Okay. Doctor, make a disadvantage attack roll, please. Using a dagger.
All right, a dagger. Let's put that. Is it a dagger or a short sword? Because we've talked about
a dagger that you are proficient with. So we already are proficient with daggers, though. So
yeah, I'm not proficient with the short swords. So just wanted to know. Yeah. He changes the roll. Wow.
Okay.
Thank God for disadvantage. Holy shit.
A combination of Eva being on her ready with blindness. Doctor, as you don't know why, you just feel this urge to just stab this woman. You don't know what it is, but she needs to die. Mm-hmm. You thrust the blade forward. Your vision goes completely dark, and all you hear is clang as it ricochets off of some metal object. You don't know what it is. No. Everybody else, you watch as Doctor goes in for a blind swing, and Dracux just one hand reaches behind, grabs like the side of his shield, and just like slings it down frisbee style, and deflects the dagger off to the side. You know what? Since you made the right character call, I'll reward you. Give me a strength check, Dracux.
Knock him on his ass.
15.
15. You do knock the dagger from his hand. As you just sling your shield down so fast. It just clong, clang, and that resolves that out of initiative.
Turns to Elena. This is why we are trying to not play with these.
She is quickly starting to back up, and the bow is already off her back.
Zahn is going to go and run and grab the dagger.
You grab the dagger?
But she knows that she probably shouldn't touch it. She's at least been near the effects of it.
She's grab the dagger?
She's going to like grab like the edge of her cape and like grab it there. And then just like tuck it in the cape and just kind of like hold it to herself so it doesn't look as conspicuous out in,
So it's a little more like you're throwing in like a knapsack or a backpack versus picking it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And she just looks at Doc. What the fuck was that?
Doc,
he's still blinded, by the way.
Your mind is your own once again. Your body and actions are your own, but you're blind. Fucking dork.
Do I know what just happened?
Nope. You know that you reached for the dagger and then it went dark.
He's going to hear Zahn say that. He's like, what are you talking about? Why can't I see?
Oh, you can make a con saving throw again, by the way, to try and end it.
It's at the end of my turn, though, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, if we're out of initiative,
Every
then-
6 seconds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll say that and then do the con save. Not disadvantage. This is the normal. 15.
Oh, close. No cigar.
Still blind.
That's my doing, Doc. My apologies. You'll have to either shake it off or wait it out. But we can't
And
have you stabbing Elena, is what you
All
just
begin
tried to
to
do.
hear, to you, Dracox, a familiar, low, electrical lightning hum. As you see, she has half pulled back a suddenly apparated arrow made entirely of lightning. All of the silver runes on the bow are lit.
Sick, but
Oh, yeah.
I want it.
I
I want it. I'll trade you the dagger.
Doc's just confused, so he's just like, stab a... What are you talking about?
Why do you have the dagger? Why is it a dagger?
I forgot to place it back in the shelf. I was told
Okay.
I was busy with my work and studying it, and I forgot it was there, and I found it last night before bed in my waist.
Was he holding it with like a bare hand?
I had gloves on.
Oh, he had oh. Yeah,
I
I
those
don't-
living gloves. So
I don't think you should be holding this anymore, Doc.
Doc,
The
make a wisdom
doctor.
saving throw.
okay.
Oh no.
it's now a cursed item that he's attached to.
I'm fine with that. 8.
8. You take 1 point of psychic damage as it pains you to not have this dagger in your possession.
Yep.
Do I realize that's where the pain's coming from?
The surge hits you, and it's just reclaim me.
Do I hear that?
Yes.
I'm still blind, so
Drac will punch him in the face. Listen, Drac will
Make
punch
another
him in the
Constitution saving throw.
face.
Look,
there we go.
I-
19.
Shit.
Fudge.
I will say that, thankfully, she is a well-trained and insightful guard, and she keeps like a half an arrow ready, but she's not gunning any of you down right now.
Mhm.
She definitely has figured out from the limited information something's not right here. So she's going to look to Dracox, who has presented himself as
The contact.
the contact, the leader. She doesn't know, but definitely the contact. I think it would be best if your friends just left.
Yeah. Don, can you
We'll
Please.
take
Yeah.
care of it. We'll take care
keep
of it.
Okay,
Yep.
go. Just
Yep.
Go for
Come
now.
on.
Go for now.
Come on, the doctor. Let's go.
Doc shakes away the blindness at this point.
Yep.
I see Zon has the dagger.
It's wrapped up in cloth, so you wouldn't know. You just
Fair
know
enough.
you need it back.
Yep.
I don't have any senses where it is or anything like that, so
No.
I'm trying to gauge how much pull I have from this thing.
Mhm.
You don't know where it is, but you know you want it back.
Yes. We'll go take him
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
here.
He'll put a hand on his head, clearly in pain.
Doc?
Like as he watches them walk away, he's very slowly like put his weapons away too. He's just like, I really didn't want to do that. But he eventually does. He turns, and just goes, I am so sorry for that.
I'm guessing that's what happens.
If you hold the weapon, yes. And then if you hold it for too long, it corrupts you. And if you get stabbed by it, it also corrupts you.
A
And
shipment came through of them recently.
shit. Lovely.
I wasn't the one
I
to give it the good. I didn't inspect that load, but I definitely was aware of it. We were told
Okay.
to mind our own.
Of course, that is usually the case.
2 crates. I
Okay.
don't know what was in them, but at least 2 crates. And if they're similar to that, and she kind of like nudges off in the direction of the doctor, well, we'll have more to worry about than just 2 underbelly guilds. And she just starts to walk away. She pushes past you.
And he's gonna look to her. He goes, "I'm Drakix, by the way. I hope it didn't cause too much of an issue for you, making you aware, but
No, but at least now I can give this information back and maybe get closer to buying myself out of this.
if you know of anybody who is trying to end the threat, please make me aware. I have contacts within an apothecary within Sewage Fields, so I will stop by occasionally.
You're far from home.
I am very far, if that is the case, but... And I do also know that the Dynasty's docks is sealed because everything going on up there, so...
The underbelly's definitely got it closed off well. Above the table, everything seems fine to the normal person. Anybody trying to get anything in and out, though, you better make sure you go through the right channels underneath.
Yeah, I've already been told that I won't be seeing much help. So, that's fine. But I appreciate it. And if you need any assistance, don't hesitate to ask.
When I leave this alleyway, I go back to being a guard. If that friend of yours causes problems, I will put him down.
They'll take care of him. Not worried about him.
She just fucking leaves.
Yep, and he stands there for a minute or two, and he just rubs his temples like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Doc, you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
He eventually goes over and meets them.
Okay.
As we're kind of leading him away, does she notice him kind of... Well, he was putting his hand on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay? Like, what do you remember?
I was just reaching for the dagger to show her what it looked like to give her a better idea. Black Blades itself is not much of a descriptor, I guess, but and
You touched that dagger and tried to stab her with it. You don't remember that.
no.
That's why I blinded you, so that, thankfully, you would miss.
Well, I'm not quite skilled with stabbing of others that aren't already dead, to be fair.
I mean, I guess that's a positive note of it. But I don't know. If this dagger caused you to act like that, like...
Where is it?
It's safe.
Who has it then?
Take 2 points of psychic damage.
He kind of winces from that.
One of us.
Careful with it. It's.
Sorry.
I think it's sentient.
Oh.
Sentient?
I feel like Drac at this point actually just starts walking around the corner, comes over to them.
It's sentient. It has a mind of its own. It's controlling Doc, and we're gonna have to kill him to fix it.
I'm sorry, what?
Alright, the killing part, maybe,
Yeah.
in the end. We'll see.
Yeah.
And he just turns to Doc and be like, should I just knock you out now?
I don't think that would help, honestly.
Well, it'll put you to sleep, and therefore you won't have to deal with anything.
It wants me to
Same.
hold it again.
Yeah. That's not
Take
happening.
1 point of psychic damage.
Let's
You're-
get you back to the house, please.
You're looking a bit rough.
I'm casting false life on myself now. By
Okay.
the way, this
All of
hurt.
you watch as he begins to cast a spell.
And we recognize that spell, yeah.
Do you?
Do we?
Zahn probably doesn't. It's,
Would Drac
I have
realize?
cast it around them, but I don't think they've ever directly see me cast it.
Would Drac recognize it?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'm getting in on that.
I will roll for Red. I imagine she.
should I just for the shits and
That is a nat
giggles?
20.
I mean, you can certainly try, Zahn. Can't hurt nothing.
That you know.
Zahn rolls a natural 20.
Drac
Rolls
definitely
a
rolled
nat-
a nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Zahn, Eva, you recognize this spell as Doc's cast it before. You don't know exactly what spell it is, but you know he has cast it, and you know it's not something that usually has like an outward effect, like evocation or transmutation, something like that. You know,
It's
Okay.
never affected
Something else is
anyone
happening
else
to him.
so.
Yeah. Drakix, you like? Oh, he's. You know, you've seen him cast this spell. He's increasing his own will to keep fighting and living.
Drac is just gonna look at you guys like, is the voice hurting you?
Yeah.
That's better. Take 6 points of psychic damage.
Jesus.
Yes, I believe it. It is, and he's wincing in pain every time he takes his psychic
Hey.
damage.
I don't want the doctor to die.
He's just like, Drac is like, he's just like, do we give it to him? And
Why don't we? What?
Eva
Let's.
is going to try something real quick.
Go
Mhm.
ahead.
She has a ring of mind shielding that she has had.
Okay.
I don't know if there is anything to unattune from it. I don't know how that works. I'm not familiar with it.
Unattune, nothing. You just take it off.
I'm gonna give it to Doc and see if that helps, because you are immune to magic that allows creatures to read your thoughts, determine your lying, know your alignment, or your creature type. Now, it might still hurt him, but it won't be able to speak to him. And I wonder if that's enough to stop the damage.
He'll put it on, but I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
have to attune to that, don't I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you would.
Mm-hmm. I don't
1
know
point
if
of
I have the
psychic
time.
damage.
Yeah, I don't know if I have the time to attune.
Fair enough.
I mean,
If it doesn't work, just give it back. That's all.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
he'll put it on, wince in pain, hand it back to you. I'm afraid of
Worth a shot.
Thanks for the thought.
Well, my other thought is, and I would like to clock him around the back of the head with the blunt end of the dagger. My dagger.
I don't know if that'll stop the
Okay.
pain thing, though, but you know.
This is where things get interesting because I understand what you're trying to do, but then there's the whole rules of health and things like that.
It'll
So
probably
let's-
still hurt him, but
Yeah, it was still gonna hurt him for sure. So go ahead and Doc, do you try to dodge it? Try to protect yourself?
Does she try to hide the fact she's going to hit me, or she's being very obvious she's going to hit me?
I'm trying to do it quickly so that you have less time to react, but you definitely see it coming.
Okay.
I don't know. It feels like instincts take over. He would cast shield.
Okay. So
That's a
roll
reaction
ahead.
spell.
Does a 24 hit you with shield?
Jesus.
If I had mage armor, my AC total would go up to 19. So
24 hits. So instead of you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage,
Correct.
ow.
and then
Would that be enough to also knock him out?
well, I'm thinking here.
29 max HP. I'm down to 19.
I will keep doing it if I have
Um,
to.
Doc will start defending himself if he has to at this point. 'Cause
know,
you're not
I know.
even, you know, you got to explain your process first here.
trying to think here. What level are you guys? 5?
Yes.
hmm
Roll. Let's see here. Roll 1d6. And I'm going to explain this and see how the table feels about this. He's level 5. He has 5 hit dice to pull from when he wants to recover for a short rest. If you can knock out 5 of those hit dice, all 5, I'll let you put them under. But you got to roll a 5 or a 6 on this d6. How do we feel about that?
Yeah,
Win.
that works. That makes sense.
Doctor, it's your character. How do you feel about that?
Player doesn't have a problem with it, but
Okay.
Doc will defend himself.
If she doesn't knock you out,
hmm
1 blow. Okay.
Which is
1d6 roll is going to determine how this goes.
Yeah, because
Alright.
she's not explaining her process or her methods or why she's doing this. So it
You got to roll a 5 or a 6.
it would definitely be a scenario he would defend himself.
1 in 3 shot. Survey says. Damn, it's a 4.
4. Doc, you're pretty fucking woozy. But it doesn't knock you out.
Well, I tried. Sorry, Doc, you're gonna have to put up with it all the way home.
Take 3 points of
Or-
psychic damage.
Or
I'm casting false life again.
Okay.
I
Third
I
level.
think I feel like we should just I don't want. Look at it. He looks like fucking shit. No offense, the doctor, but like he looks like shit, and like I don't want it to keep on hurting him. I really want to give it back to him.
So he can stab us again, and us have
No,
to deal
okay,
with the corruption again.
Like that's the thing. We got to make sure that he doesn't. So like maybe we give it back to him, and then we just tie his hands up.
Yeah, no, he's a mage. I don't trust him.
But he wouldn't be able
Take
to
5
cast
points of
spell.
psychic damage.
We wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to cast spells.
By the
Look,
way,
he just
we're
looks like
walking
he's
as we
shit.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because
Like,
I'm
you
not
wouldn't
going
be
to
able
sit
to do
around as he's
anything.
taking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
So like,
Brack is
I
just
mean-
going to. He's going to look to the doc. And he's going to be like, you know what? Just going to pick him up, put him over his shoulder. And as he does it, he's going to pump him full of 10 points from lay on hands.
Okay.
And like, we are getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Because we need to figure this out now if he's going to continue with this.
You start moving.
Mhm.
Take 4 points of psychic damage.
Yep.
What are you guys doing?
Brack is already Doc over his shoulder. And he's just
Okay.
like, I'm a little bit worried about your ass. We're going to get you back to the hospital.
Okay.
Does it seem to Zahn like there's enough time between the hospital and Doc passing the fuck out or dying?
You don't know. It's not physical damage. You can't
Yeah.
tell. You just see him wincing in pain.
Like,
I'm rolling a d20.
Okay.
1 to 10 lows. She'll give it to him.
Okay. 2.
I give him. I see him on top, and Zahn's just quick and is going to give it to him.
Okay.
But she's going to hold it out as he grabs for it.
Uh-huh.
You stab somebody with it again, I will knock you the fuck out.
As the dagger passes,
Mm-hmm.
can I try casting Dispel Magic on it?
Sure.
Because if it's a curse, well, does it work on curses? It's a magical effect. I don't know
Nope.
if that counts.
Nope.
Semantics. It's one of those things. Depends on how powerful it is, so you might have to make a roll for it.
Well, I don't mind that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste the spell slot if I know it's not going to work.
What would Eva do?
Fuck it, we'll do it.
I wasted the third level spell slot for false life here.
I've already burned
You-
one to make sure you missed. I'm okay with another one.
You cast the spell, and you feel as it goes towards the blade, it's just your magic is just disintegrated.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it dispelled something else.
Doctor,
Okay.
as the blade comes to you, you immediately plunge it into your own body.
Okay.
I
I'm
need you to remove
Well, Zon's still
until
holding
further
it.
notice.
Okay.
You're still holding it? Are you holding the blade? By the blade?
Yeah.
Did you hand it to him?
Yeah. Well, no,
Okay.
she's holding, like, is it in a sheath?
It's not sheathed right
It's
now.
not sheathed.
It's just a dagger.
Yeah. Like Doc
Okay.
has
How
the
do,
sheath
how
on
do you
him.
give it back to him?
Yeah.
Blade first or hilt first?
So, actually, she's holding it, like, if this were it, she's holding it like this to him. So she
Okay.
has, like, a finger over the crossguard.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
pommel, yeah.
I need you to make
Not
a
the
strength check.
Yes. Ba-ba. Why is that at advantage? Sorry, I will reroll that. That should not
Alright.
be at advantage.
We're going to take
Just
the
take
first
the
one.
first one.
Hold
The
on.
left number.
The left.
16.
16?
Yes.
With unnatural speed and strength you have not seen from the doctor, he rips it from your hand and plunges it into his opposite shoulder. Until further notice, Doctor, I need you to remove a hit dice from your hit pool.
Wait, you can do that?
No, just make a note of it.
What
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'll
so
go to break.
Yep.
Because it's late. I just realized what time it was. My bad, y'all.
It's okay, we're having fun.
Drac
Take
is
a-
not even paying attention
Well,
until
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Drac at this moment feels the jostle from
The
this stab.
The thing
Yeah.
is, you wouldn't even feel the blood running on you because the thing eats the blood.
It does eat
And-
the
and you
blood, but
hear
the
a
force of you like stabbing it into yourself would end up causing you to kind of like move on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So
But I can-
does he
you can-
also inadvertently stab Drac in this process?
It's not going through him.
No.
It's
No,
not
but
really-
it's the how he
It-
does it. That is the question.
It's like this.
If you have me fireman carried, my head is on your backside.
Yeah.
Imagine she gave it to me and I grabbed it and plunged it into my left shoulder.
Okay, so the blade, just to make sure of this, the blade does not nick Drac at all.
It's not Nick Drakic. You're
Okay.
fine.
It's just the way,
We'll
like
resolve
my
the
head was
rest
just
of
like,
this
wait a
when we get
minute.
back from our break. We're going to take a quick 10. That's
Yeah.
cool with you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Take a quick 10. Go get your snacks. I'm getting mine because the hunger finally hit me. I had a huge dinner. We made leftovers with the turkey. We made turkey noodles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so good. So we're going to take a quick 10, get our snacks, get our water, and come back. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Go get your snacks.
yours.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out during our snack break. And we're going to continue to snack and just kind of chill for a minute because I want to be able to say hi to chat and talk to you guys. So I'm going to go. There it is. Hey, y'all. How's it going? Did you guys get snacks? Chat, let me know.
I
see those chats.
think
I
Chad
had,
is still
I guess
snacking right now.
apparently I had not a common snack that's like well liked. I don't know. Most people I tell it to, they're like, "Ew, really?" I got cottage cheese.
What is wrong with you?
I mean,
Look at
no,
how
let
many
me put it
people
this
don't
way.
like that.
No.
Cottage cheese with a salad or with other food is one thing. On its own, it is
It's
not
weird.
a snack, sir.
Yeah.
Listen, here's what I
not.
do because I have to be able to ingest my creatine some way. So I get cottage cheese and I put garlic salt in it and I put a scoop of creatine and I mix it up. Creatine's unflavored. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Of all the flavors you could go for, why cheese and garlic?
You know what?
Cottage cheese.
I'm just gonna leave it
and,
alone.
Like garlic salt. It's delicious.
You know, why am I
Nope.
not surprised? I feel like this is not surprising me, Carasso, and you actually like cottage cheese. You know what?
Yeah, it's great.
It doesn't
No,
surprise me.
this
Sometimes a little bit of black pepper.
Again, cottage cheese with other food, I don't have a problem with. Cottage cheese as your own snack is the weird part.
Whatever.
This guy throws the
Oh,
crackers in
thick.
it, you know?
David, what'd you have? Just gonna move on. David?
Oh, I had milk chocolate chip cookies,
Oh,
which is gone now.
nice. Nice.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm.
Tasha?
I have 3 strawberry yogurt tubs because I'm trying to be a good girl and be healthy. It's
Oh,
not
yes.
going well because I had like 2 pounds of pasta the last 3 days.
Oh,
so
gosh.
definitely put on weight instead of losing weight. It's a work in
okay.
progress.
We'll get there. You had cat.
I have a cat. What are you doing?
He doesn't know.
He wants to
He's
take
like,
over.
why
Put him on
are
the mic.
you moving? He's like, I want them to see my regal back.
Yeah.
How dare you show them my regal face? I do not want to show them my regal face. They are not worthy of it.
No. Now you go sit on your high throne and glare at me now.
Glare.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
I shall
Mother,
glare
we
at you
require more
peasants.
crunchies.
More crunchies.
I just feel like every cat does this Game of Thrones thing where they don't have the bell, but they're just staring at you and all you hear is shame. Shame.
Yes.
Shame.
There's
Oh, no,
always
what I
silent
hear-
judgment.
Yeah.
What I hear during the night when he wants, crunchies and to be fed and to, be the king of the castle, I just hear the tapping of my keys on my keyboard as he walks over top
As
of
he
it.
walks on.
and then the shake of the dice of my dice containers. He has broken a full glass container of dice
No.
and just Yep.
They did the cat thing, the
yep.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Alex.
What'd you have for snack time, Meg?
I had a drink.
A drink, nice.
Yes.
And doctor?
It's an adult beverage.
I too have a drink, but I also have these
Oh, nice.
because
What are those?
they are cherry flavored menthol cough drops.
That's not a
That's
snack. sir.
no.
No, but I eat them like candy. They're really good.
You know what? That is fair. There are some
Let him
good ones.
cook.
There
I
are
said
some-
let him cook.
Hey, if Brandon can have his cottage cheese, give me my cough
If I can have my cottage cheese.
We said no to that, sir.
Yeah.
drops.
To be
Well,
fair.
I'm
I
just
can't
going.
hear you over my 275 bench, so.
Fuck, I'm out.
I'm just. You know
I think
what?
Only,
I guess you
I
should
think
go.
only doctor might have a chance.
I will try. I will
Let-
fucking try.
I'm
just gonna walk away now. I'm just gonna walk away.
Mhm.
I'll see you all next
Well,
week.
as you walk away, come back to the table because it's time to get back into the session. We
Oh,
got
now
a
it is.
strong
Got it.
30 minutes here, and I want to make sure we take advantage of all of it.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, as the situation seems to have somewhat diffused with the doctor, as you have another quick half-second lapse in judgment and action of your body, you look over and you can see there is something lodged in your shoulder that's in your hand.
And Zon just in front of you going like,
What
the fuck?
I need that on a t-shirt. I need this from Zahn.
It's alright, we can add it to the t-shirt and underneath it it'll say Coffee.
You almost had a joke.
No, we're good.
Nice.
We're good. It's a close one, folks. That crucial one.
Yep.
I'm gone. Good night. See y'all later.
Alright, my hand's still on the dagger's hilt, right?
Yep, you're still holding it.
Alright, I have my wherewithal back now, right?
You're back.
Cool. I'm sheathing it.
Okay.
And then just going to immediately grab my shoulder, cure wounds myself.
Okay. Roll your healing.
I don't want to. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
6 points of healing. How much damage
Okay.
did that dagger stab do anyways? You never said that.
20 points. Sneak attack.
Because my modifier for it is a D4 plus 1. For the
You know what's funny is I have 2 bags of dice. One for a different character altogether, for a different game system altogether. And in that dice bag, there's no D6s or D4s because I never use them on that character.
That's
Roll
fair.
damage for your stab against yourself. Damage yourself.
All right, 2 damage.
It did 2 damage.
God damn.
Damage.
I still have 4 temp HP back. By the way.
Okay.
Just back to the house. We can deal with the rest.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Moment that Drac felt the pressure from the blade sinking in, Drac was already going normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
He started not to hoof it.
Hoofing it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you walk back or do you catch a train?
Whatever's faster.
Nah,
Catching a
train's
train.
faster.
You catch a train. You get back. It's a normal day. Nothing crazy is going on anymore. Everything's fine as can be.
Can I
Let me-
make an Arcana check on that dagger
I was gonna
without touching it?
Because I actually have never done this for the daggers. Can I cast Identify?
You may.
I actually never thought, never had time to go do that. I was
Are
physically
you
other stuff.
casting it or are you
It's a
ritually
ritual.
casting it?
I don't have it prepared for today, so it's a ritual.
So you're going to do this on the train.
I will wait till we go to Eva's at least.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out this thing in the middle of everything. I want to try to
Okay.
keep it sheathed as well when I do it.
You all get back to Eva's house. The first thing the doctor does is pull the dagger out.
It is sheathed.
Zon.
Drac
Like,
is already
just
right over
ready.
him, hand ready, just to punch him in the face. So what the fuck are you doing?
It's in its sheath.
He doesn't matter. He's just like,
Yay. Zon just puts her hand on Drax and just like slowly lowers it.
I'm just gonna
It's okay.
place it in the middle
It's
of the
okay.
floor of the living room and start casting.
Okay.
Early casting.
he
sits
still has a
down
fist.
in the middle of the
Like
living room.
his shoulders
pulls
just
out-
like ready just to launch out at him. His hand is by his side. He's like, I don't care if it ends up becoming like an uppercut or a hook or anything. The moment that blade starts coming out, my fist is beating your face.
You begin drawing on the ground in your arcane chalks. Spellbook next to you, chalk in the other hand.
Eva sits on the other side outside the circle.
Yep. You watch for the next 11 minutes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Is it a minute to cast it?
It's a
Then
minute to
yeah, yeah,
cast.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Minute to cast plus 10 for the ritual.
So you watch as he sets out this, and I give you a. What color pearl did I give you? Or did
Black
I
pearl?
just give you a regular one?
Give me a black pearl, because you need a black pearl.
That's right. He sets out in one of the little circles notes, he puts a black pearl. In another one, he puts a syringe. And then in the other one, he just writes in various other runes. And he makes this circle around the sheathed dagger. Once he's done, you just watch as he sets the chalk aside. Both of his hands come together. And then they place on the circle. And you watch as all the chalk lights up. The little black pearl lifts off the ground. The syringe lifts off the ground. All of the magic that's been drawn begins to burn away like incense. And you watch as these fumes flow into the nostrils of the doctor's mask as you breathe in deep of the knowledge of these weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have a true name. Its
Didn't-
given name is just a black blade.
Makes sense. These things are mass produced. You wouldn't give us at the mass
You
produced
know-
blade names.
That the sentience from this is not from the weapon. It's not unique to the weapon. The best I could give you, because identified, just there's no rolling. You just get information. It's nice.
Yeah.
You know that you have like a fragment of a consciousness that connects to something much larger.
Mhm.
That I would say you will not know what it is.
That's fair.
You do know that this weapon, when it stabs and is attuned to somebody, it does deal extra necrotic type damage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I will send you the stat block later on, so you have it, but I'll just tell you everything now.
Yep.
You do know that once it has successfully drained certain amounts of vitality from something, it does begin to morph and evolve. You get the sense its only current limitation is consistently feeding it. Because if you stop feeding it, it does rapidly revert to the detriment of the wielder. So with Identify, you would know it's definitely cursed.
Mm-hmm.
But you would be able to understand that if you can keep it satiated once a day, you should be okay.
Okay.
And you do know that there's a difference in letting the blade feed versus it forcibly taking vitality.
Yes.
Once it gets to forced vitality, it becomes much more severe on whatever it's draining from because it's hungry. It's not holding back.
Mm-hmm. Doc will take a moment to process all this information, kicking himself that he didn't do this sooner. But he will then just look to the rest of the party. Well, good news. We won't have to worry about the blade for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Bad news. It is definitely cursed, but its sentience is what is confusing to me. It's not all I know. I can tell it's a piece of a larger conscience.
So it's like,
I'm sorry, I take that back. It
Mhm.
does have a name.
Oh,
It's known as a blight blade, one word.
Blight Blade. All right.
ew.
These blades are, well, I assume all of them are called this, but this one's name at least is Blight Blade.
Hmm.
And if I would be honest, if it wasn't for the need to feed this thing every day, this would be a pretty solid weapon, as well as if it didn't turn its victims into walking corpses.
Yeah. So does it need potatoes or yams or sweets or
You,
meat?
since it's connected to me now, so it would need to be fed my blood.
Give me a spellcasting check.
Spellcasting chest? Okay. That's the one with that's the modifier one, not the spell attack one, right?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Yeah. I'll use my reroll for that one.
Now you use it.
Okay, player was curious. I had to
I
know.
was curious too.
Okay, it's better, but it's 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's more to the curse.
Mm-hmm.
With further study and arcane work, you may be able to reveal it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's going to take similar castings of detect magic or identify. But you'll need to find a way to better tune your identify spell to pierce further.
I have an idea or two of that.
Okay.
But I need to. It feeds off the vitality of a living being, and if you don't feed it, it will force itself on you to make you force it to feed, basically. Similar to what Miss Eva deals with.
Huh. So now we have two people that need human blood.
Well, I can give it my own once a day.
Well, you don't need blood. But yes,
Well-
well, yeah, but you need the blood more. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You need more blood in your body than I do.
Well, I do have an idea, and I already do draw a number of my blood every day with my syringe. And he'll look to Eva, and thanks to the cane that you bought for me, I can use that instead as a spell focus. But still draw blood and use that to satiate the blade once a day.
I mean, yay?
To what end?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure, if I'm being honest.
There's a difference between being forced to do it as I am and choosing to do it as you might. So, again, to what end?
If I don't, well, it seems that it will kill me, or at the very least make me harm someone I don't wish to harm.
So
we can work with that, by the way. If we just, knock you unconscious, then it picks something or someone else, or goes away entirely.
There's more to it. I'm not entirely sure what else there is, but there seems to be something else that's hiding from me about this curse. I have to take more time to research it and see if I can make it tell me its secrets.
we have to go back to the library.
Or back to Stonebeard.
Oh no.
Stonebeard doesn't wish to be involved anymore.
Well, perhaps not Stonebeard himself, but if you want a curse removed, he's the one to go to. If you want it removed, I don't understand why you would keep it, because take it from me, as someone who doesn't have a choice and can't get rid of it, it's not a fun lifestyle. It's not fun. It's not happy. It is pain and misery when you can't control what you're doing.
I understand the risk, Eva.
Do you?
I do.
Then why are you wanting to keep it? What do you hope to gain from it?
Mostly answers.
To what?
What?
the how to stop this from spreading more, the answers of how this disease it spreads works, why I have resistance to it, why my island was chosen, why my island has been destroyed.
You
And what
think you're
happened?
going to get that from a weapon?
I'm at least going to get the starting points from this weapon. Unless I can get to Reese itself.
So, what happens when you can't get any more answers with this weapon?
Then we find a place to lock away forever.
But that'll kill you.
I'm aware. If we can remove this curse from me, which I'm sure we can, it's just a matter of funds at this point, and I don't think we have the funds to spare on that.
Well, then we need to go find jobs and figure out how to get money.
You have one,
And-
dear.
Yeah, I got fired from that job, you guys.
To be
Yeah.
fair, I'm not surprised. You never did go to work.
I mean, I did once. But, yeah. Yeah.
And my apothecary is mostly unattended half the time.
Yeah, but I mean, the times that we've gone out, I feel like we got more for doing that than staying at your apothecary. Not saying it's a bad thing, but we need money faster to get you better.
I simply just want to study this blade a little bit more before, plus we're dealing with more of these blades. Having better knowledge of what it does to a person can help us make our choices in a fight. Maybe some of these folks don't actually have a choice, like I didn't. And we're killing innocent people. Or at least people who aren't wanting to do what they're doing.
I mean,
Frank is just gonna sit there and be like, I have to find a job too?
yep.
Or we all find one together. We could probably
That
find
too.
odd jobs around the city.
I mean, we do have to find that chalice for Stonebeard.
This is true.
And we have a whole temple to find at some point.
Yep.
That one was more of a personal thing for us, I believe. We're not getting paid for that. I
No,
know it
but
might result in
riches
some
and
pay.
treasures.
Yeah,
Potentially.
treasures are always good. I mean, I could sell my great axe that my great granddad gave it to me. That might be something.
I can't ask you. We can't ask you to do that, Zon.
Also,
I mean-
it might not really help as much as you would think when it's much better suited with you cracking skulls open with it.
I mean, I really don't use it anymore now that Drax got me this fancy one. But
I mean,
Heirloom.
that's up to you.
I'll keep it for now. Now I need to make
Either
note of
way,
which.
money is definitely an issue we will have to solve, but I believe this evening we had other plans to go.
Eva will just lock eyes with Doc. If this gets to a point where you get out of control, I will put you down.
Fine with me.
Seconded.
I was going easy on you today. But if it happens again, I will not hold back.
I don't expect you to.
Because I do
Ooh.
not need more like me running around the city out of control. One is bad enough.
Well, it seems I'm not the only one at the moment.
But I can make sure that you don't hurt others, and I will do that.
I'm here.
It's fine with me.
Because you do the same for me,
Mhm.
and keep me in check. I will do the same for you.
As I said, I know the risk that I am taking here.
So Blightblade, huh? What the fuck?
Well, it's also a slightly selfish reason I want to keep it. It would be very useful for me to use in a combat fight. But not to kill, obviously, just to defend myself.
Yeah, maybe let's hope that you just don't get into that close of combat. You can leave that to me and Drax.
Ideally.
Yeah, ideally. Ideally. Like, as much as I want to, like, see you succeed and, like, be able to actually, like, go stabby stab and see what you do, I like you live.
Yes.
You're a good friend. And I probably wouldn't find my way back to the apothecary without you.
That's also probably true.
Just imagine Zahn wandering through the fields, just going in wide circles.
Not even like she's like,
It's just-
oh, I know where it is. Goes into the quarry instead. Over here.
Did she
How
have
the fuck did I get here?
Rono-Zoro disease?
So her +4 on survival is not navigating. It is everything else but navigating.
Yeah.
Can she find food? Yes. Is it sweet? Yes.
Yes.
Is it something that you shouldn't eat anyway, but it's sweet? Yes.
Yes.
Well, that certainly cut our afternoon short.
Yeah.
Is there anything we need to do before Elowin comes tonight?
He needs to take a nap.
I don't think we need to do anything else.
I will take a short rest, obviously, just to gather my wits, process this new information.
Yeah.
But
Should
otherwise, we should head to the apothecary.
Yeah.
It is where you
All
told him to meet us.
Yes. We can do that.
Mhm.
Eva will take a minute and using her Farscribe feature, reach out to Cassandra and just inform her that she can come home or she can stay with Miss Amma, but Mom will not be home. See you tomorrow.
Whoa! I can hear Mom's voice. This is great and strange. I hope she's okay. Mom, can you hear me? I miss you a lot. Okay, we'll see what I'll do.
Just write in another page. Be safe. Love you. Stay hidden.
No. Oh, no. No.
We're playing hide and seek? Okay.
You know
1,
what? Good enough.
2, 3,
Hey,
4,
I said hide.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cuts off.
Yeah. You know what? I trust Amma to keep my child alive. So it's fine.
No, see what has happened is that she's gonna realize, oh, she said hide, and now she's gonna go hide, and then she's not gonna be found ever. You're gonna
She'll
come
get
back and be
hungry.
like, oh yeah, she'll get hungry.
She'll get
That's
hungry.
true, and the blink dog will give her away. That too. Yeah, that's true.
That is very true.
Oh my goodness, fucking adorable.
What happens when you have a 10-year-old?
So cute. Yeah.
But
Anywho.
Doc would like to take a short rest to do arcane recovery, get back to spell slots.
Feel free.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can I do the thing? No, not yet. Shit. Can't do the thing yet. Not till later levels.
All right.
Then I guess we will head out to the apothecary.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone heads out to the apothecary via train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Yeah.
Once you get there, you realize, those of you that witnessed it, everything has been perfectly rebuilt and operating per usual once again.
Doc will go to the ticket booth and see if Brian's there.
Brian is not
The
there.
ticket guy.
Yep.
Brian
He works
died.
mornings, not evenings, so had to check.
Although Bri could have a twin brother and just,
You never know.
Never knew.
Never knew.
Good to see the apothecary.
Mhm.
Let's get inside. How long has it been since you've been home to the apothecary?
A week and a half?
No.
Well, at least a week, right? Like,
At least
It's been a
maybe.
10-day.
mm-hmm.
Is it?
Been a 10-day.
No.
Yeah.
It's been a
No.
while. We had one time we came by for one evening. That was it.
You came by for an evening, and then it's since then you've
So
to Lord
Zahn went
Harlow's.
back. You spent a night at the apothecary.
I say
Doc was
Zahn,
at
you've
the
been
hospital.
off for like a half week,
Yeah.
5 days.
Okay.
Doc
Hmm.
has not been back in a minute.
Yeah.
I've been either sleeping at Eva's or in the hospital
In the hospital.
or
Damn.
Stonebears.
Or stuffers.
Yeah.
So you guys waiting inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll wait for Ella.
Doc would
Do you
do
wait?
some cleaning.
Okay. You realize a couple things have gone bad.
Yeah.
Gotta clean out the old kitchen a little bit.
Put it all into the garden as fertilizer.
Okay, easy enough. Well done. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and close out our session there.
Okay.
It was a good session, y'all.
Yeah. Gosh, Doc.
I've been making that check every single time it's ever came up.
Really?
Every time he grabs it, every time he touches the blade.
Really?
Yep,
Yeah.
he finally failed it.
Damn.
Ever since
Been
we got
a-
that blade.
Yep.
It's been a while.
Mhm.
Like a couple months now, I think, actually.
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
I thought I could regain spells on a short rest now. I can't do that apparently. What
Yes,
am I
you can.
thinking of?
Warlock, you can.
Warlock can,
Yes, you
yeah.
can.
But what level can you do that?
Warlock gets all their spell slots
One.
back on a short rest.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all your spell slots on a short
Um,
rest.
D&D Beyond is not allowing me to do that, which is weird.
Fun.
That's weird.
Well, you get them back.
Sweet.
You get your Warlock spell slots back.
Your packed slots.
That might be what it is.
Yeah, if you have any bard slots still, those don't come back on a short rest.
Or if you have,
No,
like,
I'm
racial
straight warlock.
slots.
So.
Something like that.
Okay.
Take
Your
a short
packed
rest.
slots reset.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it does it. It just doesn't tell me that it does it. So
Oh, yeah, it just
I'm
does it,
confused.
yeah. Alrighty then. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out during the session. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you skip over to our Discord so you can claim your free magical item on the Player Hater Gaming Discord coming out this Monday.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Until then, have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm as it is getting quite cool out there, especially for my area and those that live north of me. I can only imagine how cold it is there. I feel bad for you.
Look, all right, we don't talk about it, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
Have a
make me
great
realize.
week.
Shut up.
Love you guys very much. Go get your snacks. See you next Wednesday.